Record. There we go.
Okay, excellent. So, hello, welcome to class today. I'm going to remove my socks so I'm not slipping on my mat this chilly morning. And come to a comfortable seat with your feet spread wide. And just close your eyes with your hands on your lap and take a few deep grounding breaths, just letting yourself settle in. We are coming up on the equinox here, and equinox is a time of balance. And so it's a great time to also just kind of check back in with how you're doing, check back in with self-compassion, self-love, self-care, and finding that internal balance that helps us feel more stable and secure. So take a few deep grounding breaths and bring to mind the idea of balance and what that means to you and how it feels when your life feels balanced physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. How do you feel in your body and in your mind? And think about, as you go into spring, what is one or two things that you could do or bring back into your life regularly that would help you feel more balanced? I know for myself, I'd kind of gotten off my morning meditation. And so I decided that that's going to be the first thing I do. Every day I wake up, I sit on my mat and I do 15 minutes of meditation. So is there something that you do that helps you feel more grounded and stable? And just keep that in mind today as we do our practice. And then take your two fingers and your thumbs and find your collarbones where they almost meet at the base of your throat. Drop down 1 inch, and instead of tapping today, we're going to massage. So massage that here gently. Just make a circular motion that feels comfortable and breathe in through the nose, out the mouth, stimulating that K27 point, the end point of the kidney meridian that helps to get all the energies flowing in a positive direction. Nice big inhales, big exhales. And then shake out the hands, take one hand and come to the sternum and massage the sternum. And you can kind of go up and down the whole sternum, making little circular motions or whatever feels good. Exhaling out the mouth. The sternum is associated with the thymus gland, and the thymus helps to build our T cells and strengthen our immune system. Always a good thing every time of year, but also as we transition from season to season. And then shake out the hands, bring them to the sides, to the spleen points, and kind of massage around it. It might be that your fingertips are hard to, it might be easier to come with like the knuckles or the backs of the fingers to massage. And just notice if you find any tender points there, massaging around, all around that triangle of the rib cage, helping us to assimilate all the things physical that we ingest in the body, all the emotional and relational interactions that we have, helping us process all that stuff on a physical and energetic level. And then shake out the hands and then bring two fingers under the eyes and gently massage on the cheekbones, exhaling out the mouth, the beginning point of the stomach meridian. Help us feel grounded and stable. Important when we're trying to find our balance. And the equinox is associated with the earth element. So that kind of mother earth, that caretaker in us, you can go all around the eyes as you're massaging too. And it's important this time of year to really take care of ourselves so that we can be our best, kind of put our own oxygen mask on. Shake out the hands and then bring the hands on the knees and do some tapping, lifting and lowering the knee to meet the hand. Same breath. And brush off the hands and cross it over. Nice big inhales, big exhales. And shake it off. Bring one hand in front of the other, in front of the pubic bone. Sit up tall. Close your eyes and set an intention to take time to help you find more balance this spring. And then inhale, draw the hands up. Exhale, flip them out, spread them wide. 2 more times. At the end of that third exhale, take one finger on the belly button, one on the third eye, gently press in slightly up. 3 breaths here. And then release the hands, just bring them onto the lap. Pause for a moment, just check in. Notice how the breath, the body, the mind feels right now. And then take your fingers and gently massage into your scalp. So massaging all around from the hairline back, noticing if there's any points that feel tender. And if they are, notice if it's on the same, if you feel it on the opposite side. And then spend, a little extra moment or two on that spot if it feels a little tender. And when you get to the base of the skull, the occipital lobes, those little nubs there, really massage all around those nice and deeply. And then shake out the hands, bring them together at the center of the forehead, lining the fingers up, and draw them out about 2 inches. And then work your way up and around the skull, pressing down and drawing out. And you decide how firmly you like to press. It might feel really good to press deeply, or you might want to be more gentle with it. Go all around the back of the skull, doing the crown pull. And work your way down the spine, down the neck. And when you come to the neck, kind of draw the fingers around to the sides. And then reach back into the shoulders, into the muscles on the tops of the shoulders, drawing that in forward a few times. And then come to the center of the sternum, right under the throat, and press in and draw out along the sternum, right down between the breasts. And when you get to the base of the sternum, go around the rib cage, bring the hands behind you, and see if you can turn your thumbs up and massage into the muscles on either side of your vertebrae. And if using the thumbs is uncomfortable, you can just use the knuckles. And again, here in particular, you might find little spots that feel a little tender. So take a little extra moment to just kind of massage into those if you're feeling any tenderness anywhere. And go work your way slowly down the low back, right into the pelvis, into the sacrum, all the way down to the sit bones. And then once you've gone all the way down the spine, take your hands, reach up, bring your palms towards your back. Inhale, and on your exhale, just draw the hands down and flush them out. So inhale, bring the hands up, exhale. Do that one more time. Nice. Then cross your feet one over the other. Take your arms out in front of you. Turn the palms away. Take one hand over the other. It doesn't matter which one. Tuck the hands up. Inhale and exhale out the mouth. 3 breaths here. And release the hands. Switch them. Switch the feet. And tuck the hands back up under. Roll the shoulders down your back. 3 more breaths here. And then release that. Open the arms wide. And then as you exhale, bring the hands together. Thumbs at the third eye. Spread them along the forehead. Draw the fingers out to the temples. Release the hands and uncross the feet. Bring the hands on the knees and just pause for a moment. Just observe any sensations you feel in your face, your hands, your body. And then as you inhale, come forward, lift your gaze. As you exhale, tuck in, draw the belly in, round the back a little, and flow back and forth. Opening up the spine, waking it up. And you can go slowly if that feels good, or you can go faster. Just a few more times here. And then as you inhale, come forward and circle around to one side. And then as you come forward, pause and reverse your direction. And then come to center, come to stillness, pause for just a moment. Just observe, notice the energy, the feeling in the spinal column. Notice that prana, that energy rising up here. And then let's do a little bit of some getting the energy really moving, waking it up. So we're going to do a little variation of a Kundalini wake up. And so what you're going to do is you're going to kind of march, pushing your hands out. So kind of punching with your hands in little fists, lifting, alternating the knees, tone the belly, be tall through the crown of the head. And see if you can have your breath be Ujjayi breath. So you're breathing in and out through the nose, kind of making that little bit of a sound, a Darth Vader sound as you kind of forcefully out the nasal passage. Try to avoid leaning back. A little bit longer. And then pause. Bring your hands on your lap. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Drop the pelvic floor. Exhale. Hold here, lengthening. Inhale. Drop one more time. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to do the marching where you're going to lift arms straight up and lift the foot off the floor. You can go at your own pace. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going. And then pause, inhale, and hold the breath in, drop the pelvic floor. Exhale, release. Another big inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale and release. You can feel starting to build some heat and some warmth. I need to take off my top layer here. Now, the next one you can either do seated, or if you want to come up to standing, just standing firmly on with your feet planted hip distance apart. And what you're going to do here is just have a slight bend in the knees if you're standing, and just let the arms wrap back and forth, and just kind of let them wrap around you. Let yourself swing back and forth. And just let the arms be loose. And if you start to feel dizzy at all, sit down. And then come to center, pause, ground down the feet, inhale, hold the breath in for a moment. Exhale. If you start to feel dizzy, of course, sit down, inhale up and exhale. Now this next one, you can also do standing or sitting, your choice. What you're gonna do is inhale to the left, and then exhale to the right. So you're just gonna flow with your breath. And grounding down the feet, and you're just keeping the shoulders stacked. Keep the belly gently toned to lengthen through the tailbone, and you can easily do this in your seat if that feels more comfortable for you. But if you want to stay standing, by all means, go ahead and do that. Just a little longer. And then bring the arms down to your side. Pause here. Inhale, hold the breath. Drop the root, lock the pelvic floor. Exhale. Inhale, draw in. And exhale. Okay, again, the next one can be standing or sitting. You're going to inhale up, tone the belly, exhale, hinge forward. Now, maybe your low back is bothering you, so you can keep your knees bent and you can just touch your knees if it feels good to come down lower. Or you can do it, inhale up, exhale down. And again, just be gentle with the back. Keep the belly toned. If you're sitting, have your feet right under your knees. So inhaling, reaching, exhaling, hinging forward. Remember to bend the knees some to protect that low back, and go at a pace that feels comfortable and safe for you. And again, if you feel dizzy at any point, please sit down. And then inhale the arms up, keep the arms up, lengthen up. Take a big breath in, hold the breath. Exhale the breath, keep the arms up. Another big inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower the arms down, really slow. Nice, and then come back to sitting on your chair. Bring your knees a little bit wider here. And inhale up tall. Exhale, take your left shoulder across to the right knee. Look behind you. Inhale, come up. As you do this, gently keep the belly slightly toned to protect the back. Only go so far over it for a comfortable stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, cross over to the right side. Inhale up. Exhale, cross over to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, cross over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale, cross over. Inhale up, exhale, cross over. Inhale up to center. Bring the feet back in so that the feet are right under the knees. Bring the arms out in front. Circle the wrists a little bit. Circle in the other way. Flick your fingers. Flick all the fingers. Nice. And then just do some little gentle shoulder rolls. And reverse the direction. Nice. And then bring your hands just to the sides of the chair, tone the belly, bring up the right foot and circle the foot. And as you bring it up, try to keep your shoulders right over the hips, avoid leaning back. Circle it the other way. And then lower that down, tone the belly, bring up the left foot, circle the foot. And then circle it the other way. And then find your block that that you have. Mine's been attacked by my kittens. So this one's got some little stress on it, but this will work. So bring the block right in front of your lap. And if you don't have a block, you could use maybe a pillow or something. And so you're going to take the block just slightly off of your lap, roll the shoulders down your back, draw your belly in, and gently press into the block. You don't have to do really hard, but gently press into the block, holding it just above the knees. And just let your breath be relaxed, let your jaw relax here. Then bring it up to chest height. And as you bring it up, roll the shoulders down your back. So you're reaching out with the hands, but the shoulders are drawn strongly down the back. Breathing here, gently pushing into the block. And then bring the block up to right across from your face and just pressing in gently here. And then bring the block up overhead, pressing into the block. Nice. And then with the hands on either side of the block, bend the elbows, try to keep nice and tall, and then stretch it up. Only go down as far as you can. So bend the elbows on the inhale, exhale, stretch it up. Inhale and bend, exhale and stretch. Inhale, bend, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do one more time. Inhale and exhale. And then lower the block onto your lap. Roll out your shoulders a little bit. Shake out the hands. Take the right arm. Inhale, draw it up overhead. Exhale, flip the hand so it's pointing away from you. As you exhale, inhale, draw it up. Circle it back. Nice big circles. Do one more circle here. Really big. And then reverse the direction. Inhale back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale it forward. One more time. Nice. And lower it down. And then take the left arm. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, reach it back. Really nice, big opening. One more time. And then this time, reverse the direction, draw it back up on the inhale, exhale it forward. One more time. Nice. And then take your block, and actually let's come to standing so you don't bump the back of the chair. Bring the block out in front of you. And on your inhale, open up, take it in the right hand, and then bring it behind you on the exhale. Inhale, open it up, take it over to the left hand. Exhale it to the center. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach behind you. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring in front. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale behind you. Inhale, open. Exhale in front. Now let's reverse it. So this time you're going to inhale, open it to the left. Exhale behind. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time this direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Now you're going to bring it up overhead, draw the shoulders down your back and tone the belly, draw in the low ribs so you're not arching the back forward. And then you're going to inhale, open to the right. Exhale, bring it back up overhead. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Nice. You can put the block just to the side for a moment. Just put it down. And then bring the hands out in front again. Roll the wrists around. And then imagine you're like tossing a salad, just kind of working out the arms. And then do a little bit of a backstroke. Just kind of. And then reverse the direction. Okay, nice. And then take that block again and bring it between the knees. And just kind of hold onto it and sit up tall and gently squeeze the knees in and then release that squeeze. Just gently squeeze in and release. Gentle squeeze and release. Gentle squeeze and release. Gentle squeeze and release. Another little squeeze and release. Nice. Now, come so that your sit bones are towards the edge of your mat and put the block right between your knees. Bring your hands back on the chair so you can lean back a little bit into it and tone the belly. So come up onto your toes here. And it might even help, like I'm putting my elbows on the back of the chair here and drawing my shoulders down my back so I have more balance here. Tone the belly. See if you can just lift the toes a little bit, squeezing the block together and lower it down. And really draw the navel in. So when you lift up, you don't want the back to arch. You're going to draw the navel in, be a long spine, lift the knees a little bit, lower them down. And you only have to lift just a little. It doesn't have to come off the floor very much, maybe just an inch or two, lower them down. And then exhale, lift up, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up, inhale, lower. Try to soften your throat and your jaw. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Nice. Then you can release the block. Whoops. My bracelet is magnetic and it's stuck to my chair. And so now with your feet hip distance apart first, you're going to take your right ankle, bring it on top of your left knee if you can, and take your right hand and wrap it just around the knee. Take your left hand, cross it over so you're just above the elbow, just so that like your little pinky's touching the elbow. Turn towards that shoulder a little bit and just take a few breaths here, just softening into this twist. This is soothing, what we call triple warmer, our fight or flight response. Notice if you can feel any pulsing sensation in either hand, and maybe not, or just any sensations, any warmth, any tingling here, just observe. Let your exhales be out your mouth. Do just a few more breaths here, just kind of connecting in with those connections with your hands on your arm and leg. And then release that hold, undo the leg, and we're going to switch to the opposite side. So you're going to take your hand just below the knee. So it's kind of right at just below the knee. So you're going to kind of feel your finger kind of right, your little pinky right in on that joint, and your fingers drape across. Take the opposite hand, cross it over to the back of the upper arm so that your pinky's kind of just above the elbow. Turn yourself towards that shoulder and just breathe here, exhaling out the mouth. Allow yourself to just release any negative things that aren't serving you right now. And just notice where your fingers are connecting in with your arm and leg here. And then release that. Shake out the hands. And now you're going to turn so that your left thigh is on the chair and your right leg is down, and hold on to the chair back at first to find your balance. So you have one sit bone really on the chair, the other one's kind of off so your leg can come down and the ball of your foot is on the mat. Now, if it feels good to walk that leg back some and straighten it out, go ahead and do that. But first you want to tone the belly and lengthen the low back. So avoid letting the low back roll forward, tone it here. And then you can push through the heel a little bit. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer position. Bring your thumb on your sternum. Tilt your fingers so they come to that little hollow at the base of your throat. Draw the belly in, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Lift your gaze a little bit here. Maybe you can even kind of gently with your hand, your thumb, push into the sternum a little and lean back a little, only if that's okay on the low back. Otherwise, just stay nice and tall and just lift your gaze here. Soften your jaw. Relax, breathing here, exhaling out the mouth. And then inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your spine. On the exhale, take your left hand on the chair, take your right hand to your knee, look over your shoulder. And then come back to center, releasing that. And we're going to switch sides. So now you're going to bring the right side on the mat, on the chair, excuse me, and move yourself forward enough if you have short legs like these so that your foot is planted firmly on the mat. If I come all the way back and my knees are, then I can't really ground down that front foot. So I move myself a little more forward. The heel's right under the ankle. Lower the left leg and tuck the toes and just see, it's fine if this is where the stretch feels good. If you want to walk it back a little more and stretch through that heel, go ahead and do that. Lean a little forward and tone the belly and really lengthen that tailbone, and then bring the shoulders up. Okay. Then bring your hands to your heart center if you feel stable. If you're not feeling stable, keep holding on with that right hand. Bring the thumbs to the sternum and tilt the fingers so that they come to the base of the throat, that little hollow. And then lengthen up on the inhale. Maybe you can, as you lift your gaze, maybe you can lean back a little bit into it. But if the leaning back doesn't feel good, then just stay tall. Lift your gaze up to where maybe the ceiling meets the wall, that little edge there. And then on your next inhale, raise your arms up high. Exhale, turn to the back of the chair, taking the right hand on the chair back, left hand on the knee, look over your shoulder. Nice big breaths here. And then release that, come back to center. And then bring your hands to your sides and draw the belly in. Inhale, stretch the right leg out. Exhale, tap the heel over to either your ankle or your shin or your knee. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, stretch out the left leg. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, the right leg. Exhale, cross it over. Keep the shoulders right over the hips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, stretch out the left leg. Exhale, cross. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, the right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now this time you inhale, stretch up the right leg, exhale, bring the heel to the ankle, tone the belly, sit up tall, see if you can bring it up to the calf, see if you can bring it up to the knee, and then stretch it out, lower it down. Take the left leg, stretch it out, bring the heel to the ankle, see if you can bring it up to the calf, bring it up higher towards the knee, stretch it out, lower it down. Then inhale the right leg, exhale, heel to the ankle, heel to the calf, tone the belly, heel to the knee. Gets a little harder as you raise it, and stretch it out, lower it down. Let's do the left side one more time. And stretch it out to the ankle, to the calf, to the knee, stretch it out, lower it down. Nice. And then widen the feet a little bit so that your knees are in line with your toes. And inhale, draw up the left arm, exhale, reach over, take a big breath here. As you're reaching, really keep that left hip grounded. Take a nice big breath into that left side of the body. And then inhale up, bring the hand down on the knee, reach over. Take a big breath here. Try to stack the shoulders. Try to avoid letting that top shoulder roll forward. Just only come over as far as you can with keeping the shoulders stacked, really breathing into that right side. Let's go to each side one more time. Come up on the inhale, exhale, over. Stack the shoulders. You're kind of looking up in front of your forearm here. Nice big breaths. Inhale up, cross over to the other side. Nice. Inhale up and then come down. Nice. Walk the feet together. Come up to standing. Get a sip of water if you want. I need a little something. And then turn so that your chair, but you're facing your chair back. And that you're close enough that you don't have to lean forward to get support of the chair. And I am going to actually face you, but you keep facing your chair just so that you can see. So you're going to bring your weight into the right leg and bring the left leg out to the side and reach up with that left arm. So you're breathing here. You're going to lift up the leg on the inhale, exhale, lower it down. Keep the belly toned. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. As you inhale this up, see if you can hover your right hand and see if maybe you can release that hand. Maybe you can sparkle, roll the shoulders down your back. Find that balance. Really feel your contact with that right foot on the mat. Breathing here. Yeah, sparkle it out and then lower it down. Just now come to standing on both feet, just kind of noticing how that feels. Close the eyes for a moment, feeling both feet grounding. Maybe just shift your weight a little bit back into the heels, and then a little bit forward. Find that stable position, okay? And you're gonna just stay facing your chair. I'm gonna switch the chair. So now you're gonna move the weight into the left leg, the left foot. Feel that really grounding down. Bring out the right foot, raise up the right arm, shoulders down your back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep the belly toned. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, lift and hold, and maybe you just stay right here balancing on one foot. Really feel that contact of the grounding leg. See if you can hover your other hand over the chair. Maybe you can even reach it up and roll the shoulders down your back, sparkle here. Just know that there's going to be some movement in it and just be okay with that. That's what balance is all about, kind of finding where that is, that equilibrium, that balance in there. Lower it down and rock out the hips. Okay, then you're going to take your hands on the back of the chair and walk your hips back. Bend your knees a little bit and let your shoulders, your chest come down towards the mat. Notice if your shoulder blades are kind of coming out of the sockets and your shoulders are by the ears. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, tone the belly. Let yourself come forward into your supported downward dog here. Breathing into it. Then take the right hand and let it come down towards the mat. Look under that left shoulder. Take a breath here. And then bring that hand back up and let the left hand come down. Look under that shoulder. Take a breath here. Bring that hand back up. Walk yourself back towards your chair. So again, come close so the chair can be kind of like right in front of you without you having to lean forward. Ground down again. Lift the toes just a little, feel the heels, come forward, feel the balls of the feet, and find that even point between the heels and the toes. Shift your weight into your right leg and bring your left knee turned out and let your toe come down onto the mat. Okay, so you're in a variation of tree pose for Vrksasana. Really grip the mat with that right foot. Really kind of, so your arch lifts up a little bit. Feel your thigh contract as you press into the mat. Tone your belly, lengthen the tailbone, reach up through the crown of the head and let your shoulders roll down your back. So you're standing up nice and tall. See if you can bring that left foot up a little higher and either take the ball of the foot and tuck it right above the ankle bone, or take your heel and bring it just above the calf muscle. And let the knee stay turned out. Let the weight of the leg push into the shin and let the shin push back a little. So there's that dynamic balance to help stabilize you here. And notice your hip points. Notice if they're level. Maybe even take your hand and just kind of feel where they are. Sometimes we might be taking that left hip up. See if you can level it with the right. And then take your right hand to your heart center, thumb on the sternum. Bring your index finger to that point at the base of the throat. And soften your face here. Just let the softening happen in the face and the jaw and the throat. Let yourself feel heavy from the hips down, grounding into the mat. Focus on something that's not moving. And maybe you can hover that left hand over the chair. Maybe you'll feel stable enough that you can bring that hand up to meet your right hand. But fine if you don't. If you need to keep holding on, that's fine. And as you start to feel some wobble in the pose, just try to soften the face and the throat, exhaling out any of that concern about the balance, and just see if you can kind of find that place where stillness feels comfortable. And then release that down, walk out the legs a little bit. That's kind of a long hold. Shift your weight into the left leg and turn the right knee out just the same. So have that chair nice and close, roll the shoulders down your back, ground out, grip the mat with that left foot, contract the thigh a little bit, tone the belly, lengthen the spine, let the shoulders ground you down too. Both hands on the chair, bring up the right foot. And again, if you're feeling unstable, feel free to keep the toe on the mat and your heel against your shin. But if you want to try for doing the pose a little deeper, bring either the ball of the foot resting on the ankle bone or the heel on your calf. And then again, let that weight of the leg kind of push against your shin and your standing leg shin push into it to help find that dynamic balance. Then take the left hand to your heart center, thumb on the heart center, tilt your hand so that your index finger comes to the base of the throat. Focus on something not moving. Let yourself feel your energy ground down into the mat. Maybe hover that right hand, or maybe bring that hand up to meet the other hand, knowing you can put your foot down at any time you need or hold on to the chair. Breathing here. Lower that down. Lower the feet down. Rock out the feet. Walk them out a little bit. And then step yourself back into your supported downward dog again. And feel free to bend the knees. What we're really looking for is lengthening the spine here. So draw the belly in, draw the hips away from the chair, but remember to keep the shoulder blades strong on the back. So you're drawing the shoulders away from the ears, not the ears away from the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here, let your breath be expansive. Nice. And come back up, walk yourself back towards your chair. And then you're going to take your right foot kind of tucked, bring it a little closer to the chair. So the toes are under the chair. Step the left foot back so you're on the ball of your foot at first and square your hips to the mat. Okay. Or to the chair, excuse me. Square them to the chair. And then ground down by drawing the feet together, toning the belly, lengthening through the crown of the head. Raise up the left arm. Then see if you can raise up the right arm. So your left heel is not on the mat right now, if you can help it. If you need to step the foot a little wider and turn the heel in, go right ahead and do that. And then bring your hands back down to the heart center, thumbs on the sternum, tilt the fingers to come to the base of the throat, draw the navel to the spine, lift your gaze a little bit. And again, if you feel unstable, keep one hand on the chair. Nice. Release the hands onto the chair. Step your foot so that it's parallel to the back of your mat. And see if you can line up your arch with your heel. If that's too much opening, line up the heel with the heel. Bend into the knee, but make sure the knee stays over the ankle. So you might need to just slide your toes under the chair. Bring your left hand over that chair, over the leg, excuse me, and your right hand over the chair. Look out over the fingertips here. Flick your fingers off of your thumb and then flick all the fingers. Nice. Reach out through those fingertips. Raise your cheekbones, feeling your strength and your power here. And then bring your forearm onto the chair, stack your shoulders, and reach long. A nice extended side angle, grounding down, that back foot reaching through the fingertips. Nice big breath. One more big breath. And then come back up. Turn yourself to the mat, walk yourself towards the chair. I'm just going to spin to the other side. Step the left foot in towards the chair and step the right foot back. So again, you're on the ball of the foot and your hip points are squared towards your chair. Bend into the knee, reach through that back heel, tone the belly, and then draw the feet together as you raise up the left arm or right arm, excuse me. Doesn't matter, either one. We're going to bring them both up. Raise up the other arm, finding your stability. If you feel unstable, bring one hand onto the chair. Then bring the hands to the heart center, thumb onto the sternum. Tilt the hands so that your fingertips are at the base of the throat. Draw the navel to the spine and then lift your gaze a little bit. Maybe lean back just a little. Maybe this is where you want to hold on with one hand. Breathing here. And then bring the hands back onto the chair. Spin your back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Line up the arch and the heel, or the heel and the heel if the hips are feeling tight. Bend into the knee towards the chair. Bring your hand over your arm, over your leg. Getting myself confused today. And then bring your other hand up over your chair. Look out over the fingertips. And then flick each finger from your index finger to your pinky off of your thumb. Flick all the fingers and then stretch them out and just think of being into your power, into your strength here so that you can take care of yourself, bringing in that balance. Nice. And then bring your hand onto the chair, turn yourself towards the chair, walk your feet together, and then come back one more time, coming into your supported downward dog. If you need to have some bend in the knees, by all means, please do that. Draw the shoulders down your back. Palms are on the chair back, breathing here. And then you're going to walk yourself forward, come up to standing, and then take your hands and you're going to wrap your right hand, I'm not mirroring you this time, wrap your right hand around to your left rib cage and hold on to it. Take your left hand, wrap it onto the elbow here. Just stand firmly on your mat. And you're going to do Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose, kind of making that little bit of Darth Vader sound. And let yourself rock back and forth. It's called cradling the baby. Take a few nice big breaths here out the nose. This helps us transform our worry into self-love and self-compassion. knowing that when we love and take care of ourselves, we're better able to do that to all those around us and all those in our life. And then inhale, hold the breath, reach up. Imagine you are just reaching, asking the universe for whatever it is you need. It doesn't even matter if you know what it is. Draw the fingers behind the ears. Stretch the arms out. Exhale, fold forward as much as possible. And then bring your hands to the shins and inhale, trace up spleen. Nice. And then come to sitting on your chair. Come back to that place where bring your sit bones towards a little more forward on the chair. And if you have your block handy, take your block out in front of your right foot and bring the heel of your right foot onto that block. And bend the left knee, bring the hands on top of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Let yourself hinge forward. Flex those toes, draw the right toes back. Breathing here. Nice. And then one more breath, and then inhale and come up. And then slide the block over, bend that right knee, stretch out the left leg, flex the toes, bring your hands onto the right knee and let yourself lean forward here. Couple nice big breaths. Nice. Inhale up. And then bring the knees back just to center right over, right under the knees, the feet right over the ankles. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your right hand behind you, left hand on the knee or thigh. Lengthen up on each inhale. Exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Just go with your breath. And as you're twisting, just explore. Where is there gently a little more opening I can get in the twist? Notice the left shoulder. Draw it down your back. So even as you're twisting to the right, you're opening through the collarbones, expanding through the heart center. On the next inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Stay tall in the spine. You can hold on to the side of the chair here. Lengthen up on the inhales. Exhale, go a little deeper. Just gently exploring, where is it? Maybe it's from the belly or the shoulder or the gaze, just turning that a little more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, weave the hands down in front of you. Bring the hands on the knees. Let yourself fold forward. Take a few big breaths here, softening the back body. If it feels okay to let your hands come down by the big toes, go right ahead and do that. If it feels more comfortable to have them supported on the knees, then do that. Take a few breaths here, letting the back body really expand, letting the neck relax, letting gravity kind of pull you into the fold. Ground down the feet, tone the belly. If your hands are on the knees, then press up out of the fold. If your hands are on your toes, draw them to the ankle bones. Draw them up the inner aspect of the calf, the inner aspect of the thigh, up the center of the body, outer hips or outer shoulders, and then to the spleen point. Nice. And then let yourself come back into your chair. Take a moment and just kind of massage your thighs. Give them a little rub from the hip down to the knee. Nice. And then just kind of a quick little massage on the hands, just kind of running out each of the fingers. And the thumbs. And then give a little palpating, a little squeezing up the forearm and around the elbow and up the upper arm to the shoulder, around the shoulder there and the back of the shoulder. Shake out that hand, do the other side. Nice little massage. All the way up to the shoulder. Nice. And then draw the shoulders, the muscles forward. And then rub your hands together. Let yourself rest in the back of the chair. And then take your heels of your hands on your cheekbones and drape the fingers over your forehead. Let your head come forward, resting in your hands. Take a few big inhales through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And when you feel this hold is complete, you can gently press into the eye sockets and then release your hands on your lap. See if it's comfortable to let your palms face up to the sky. If not, then turn them down. And let yourself rest here for a few moments, leaning into the chair back. Just gently level your jaw to the floor. Let the belly relax. Maybe the knees and feet turn out a little bit. And observe your breath for a few moments, just noticing how it is, the pace of it, the ease of it. Notice how your body feels. Do just a little body scan and notice if you feel any sensations that feel different from the start of your practice. Notice your contact with the chair, that level base, your feet on the floor, and come back to that idea of balance. And remembering to do something that helps you feel balanced today and this week. And maybe try to commit to doing whatever that is every day this week and just see how you feel by the end of the week. Bring your hands to your heart center. And I invite you to chant the sound of Om with me one time to seal in our practice. Take a full exhale and a deep, joyful inhale. Om. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today in this practice. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.